My husband overheard me say, "You don't fall in love with looks. Just look at me and my husband. Now he's losing weight and posts pics of his body online." Crap hit the fan with my marriage 6 months ago at a party with friends. My husband and I were both at this party, and after about an hour in, my girlfriend and I were talking about love and relationships since she's single. Her complaints with love were mostly superficial about how the people she dated looked. I was a bit wasted during the conversation and said something like, "You don't fall in love with looks, just look at me and my husband. I love him more than anything compared to my ex who is just looks." Everyone went silent and my damage control of the situation was much worse. I couldn't get my point across, so I ended up zipping my mouth and staying silent. I thought that maybe these thoughts had been in my head but only came out when I was drinking. My husband was standing next to me when I said what I said about him, and he had a look of complete shock and was hurt the rest of the night. My husband and I have 3 beautiful children together. He is the love of my life. The first week after the party, he was so angry and wanted to understand what I meant, but nothing I said was good enough for him. I was just wasted and talking out of my behind. As for me, I find my husband to be the most beautiful man alive. He thought being wasted made me say my true feelings about him. One morning in bed, he just said to me, "You know, I have never felt as ugly as I have felt this past week. I have always thought I was handsome." He didn't cry this time, but he hasn't been happy since. I started crying and apologizing, but he was emotionless to me. It was the last time he looked at me too. He is very reserved and distant now, but only with me. He has lost a little over 20 pounds, and he works out 6 to 7 days a week. He never has free time with me anymore. If he's not with the children or his family and friends, he's immersed in some book or has his headphones on distracting himself. He's always fully clothed now, even in bed.